Hi, welcome to our fall and winter edition of the Highlands Digital News. I'm Danette. This program will highlight news and special events from our Highlands campus for the fall and winter seasons. Our first major event at Highlands this fall was a Hispanic Heritage Month celebration. Highlands celebrated with its annual teacher luncheon featuring foods from various Latin American countries.
This is my favorite luncheon of the year. The committee does such a fabulous job. The food is great, the culture and the presentation and the music, and all the colleagues get to eat together. Muy bueno.
This is my favorite time of year. I usually eat every period, but this year I actually had to do work, and Ms. Knight made me work, so I can only get one plate this year. So we should have another one next week, as soon as possible.
Those of us that don't have a lot of first-hand knowledge with the Latino cultures get to taste all of the delicious things that are part of their culture and to learn a little bit more about the culture. So I hope it's something that we continue doing for a long time.
Here to explain how we celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month is our reporter at large, Yeska with Mrs. Garcia Guerra.
Ms. Garcia Guerra, why is Hispanic Heritage Month important?
Hispanic Heritage Month is important because it gives us an opportunity to celebrate the Latinos that came before us. We get to recognize their contributions that they've made to our history, and we can share the pride we have in our people and our culture, and we get to support Latinos around the world.
And how does Highlands celebrate it every year?
Well, we celebrate it in various ways. We start the month by making morning announcements where we highlight different Latinos. Some classes make research projects regarding different Latinos. They participate in contests, and the month closes with a luncheon where we get to celebrate the various foods that we eat, and we have music.
Thank you, Ms. Garcia. This is Jessica. Back to you at the studio.
In October, Highlands celebrated Halloween with fun and fundraising. Every lunch period, there was a parade of witches, ghosts, and other characters, including our very own principal, Miss Knight. After the parade, Highlands students and students from ECU held the annual Fred Gressler Walkathon to raise money for our school. The students collected donations from family and friends based on how many laps they could walk. The more laps they walked, the more money they made for our school.
Today, for the Fred Gressler Memorial Walkathon, we raised here at Highlands over $8,000 for our students. And with the combined campuses with Highlands and Eastview, where walkathons are going on at Eastview as well, we have raised, at this point, the numbers I have are over $11,000. So great job to the Highlands Middle School students.
In another exciting event, Highlands students had an opportunity to show their school spirit. As you will see, the Highlands Pep Rally really brought out the best in everyone.
I really like when they call out the teams, like the sports team. And I really like when they play tug of war in the race, because you can see who's the fastest.
They call me Hell, they call me Stacy, they call me Hell, they call me Jane. That's not my name, that's not my name, that's not my name, that's not my name.
And now it's time for our question of the week. This year, our pep rally brought out our school spirit. But what exactly is the Highlands spirit? Here's what a few of you had to say.
The Highlands spirit is when you stand up for your school and make them proud by wearing your school colors and pep rallies when they have them.
To me, the Highlands school spirit is everyone working together as one because we're all from the same school.
Almost everyone at Highlands uses the internet on their computers and on their phones. But experts agree that there are some things we need to be aware of to keep us safe as we surf and text. Investigator David M. Spinda Jr. came to Highlands to discuss how to do that. In his presentation, we learned never to give out personal information to anyone and never to open unknown text messages.
What else can happen to me? Suspended from school, guaranteed. You're caught with a picture on your cell phone or on a computer at school, someone in the nude, guarantee your suspension. Remember, when you're suspended, it goes on your permanent record. A lot of people, especially kids your age, treat this word as a joke. That's why I get a lot of giggles out there. But the fact remains that this act can have serious repercussions on you, not only now, put upon your future.
This fall, Ms. Sherman's second period health class held a video conference with students from ECU to talk about issues related to mental health and depression. Students on both sides of the camera were able to talk to each other, discuss their feelings, and share their personal stories.
I'm Rachel and I go to Highlands, and when we were doing the video conference, I learned something important from one of the students at Eastview, which was they were talking about one of their friends that was depressed, and that they talked their friends through it and they told a trusted adult, which I thought was like very responsible because I once did that about one of my friends that I visited in Florida. So I talked to her parents about it and she got over it really soon because I was a trusted friend.
In other news, the student organization held its annual election and students had a chance to experience the democratic process firsthand. The three positions up for election were for SO President, Vice President, Secretary, and Treasurer. Each of the candidates gave a speech during a school assembly and then students had a chance to cast their votes. After the election, we had a chance to hear from some of the winners.
Hello, my name is Jacob and I'm the new treasurer at Highlands Middle School. This year at Highlands, I want to make it a greener school. I want to make sure students have all the equipment they need to succeed. I want to send students on more trips, and I want to make sure students feel like they are part of a community.
Hi, my name is Thais, and I'm the new vice president at Highlands Middle School. And I want to make this year more fun for everyone, but also to try to help the students who need help when they need it.
Everyone knows that this winter brought us some intense weather. We had two major blizzards this winter in December 2009 and then in late February 2010, which buried most of the Northeast and up to 2 feet of snow after each storm. In Central Park, a new record 36.9 inches of snow fell in 2 days in February. This will now be known as the snowiest winter in the last 114 years. The snow was followed by a rainstorm of near hurricane strength in March. Well, that's all we have for you now. We hope you'll join us for the spring edition of our Highlands Digital News coming in May. I'm Danette from the Highlands Digital Newsroom. I want to wish you a good evening and finally, a happy spring.